Okay, sometimes you just have to come back to your roots in more ways than one. Hello, welcome to episode 109 of the Knitting Annihilator podcast. Nothing's changed. There we go. I am Akira, your friendly neighborhood knitter, reader, crocheter, and seamstress. And I'm coming to you from my amazing home in Adamsville, Alabama, where I live with my sexy, gorgeous husband and my 3 boys, Aiden, who is 7, Ethan, who is 5. For some reason, I am getting his age wrong anytime someone asks me. And our bonus son, Terry, who is 14. If you're new here, welcome. When I say back to my roots, I started with knitting podcasts, and I talk about all the things that I make, and life has been just wild. So I said, you know what, I just really need to just sit in front of the camera and talk to my homies. So that's what this is. And if you're a returning viewer, girl, I know we haven't podcasted in a while, and there's no reason for that other than I've just been doing different things and making different types of content. But something told me that I just need to just come sit and talk to the girls and boys and theys and everyone in between. So I am absolutely excited to share with you basically everything I've done in the first quarter of the year. Today is March 25th. It is 7:35 in the morning. We are currently on spring break here. But in the words of my mother, my children are on spring break. I am not on spring break. I am on. So, but I get a smidgen of a break because, my husband and I are going to New Orleans this weekend. I'm really excited. It's the first time we've taken a trip by ourselves, I want to say, since my second son was born. So, I'm actually extremely excited. So, yeah, I don't want to make this intro too long. I am just so excited to be here with you to discuss crafting and all the things. And yeah, I've looking at the pile of things that I finished. We rocked the first quarter, and my hope is that the second quarter is no different. So I just hope to get a smidge more reading done. Just a smidge. But yeah, so let's get started. You can find me on Instagram as the Cozy Avenger on all platforms. TikTok, Instagram, I think that's it. My Goodreads is Akira B, I want to say. You can also find me on Fable. I don't know that information. But everything will be on the screen, and everything I discussed today will be in the show notes. Where do I start? It's been so long. Okay. You know what? Well, I'll just start picking things up. So January was, let's start like that. Okay, January I had this notion that I was like, okay, you gotta finish one thing or a couple of things, and then you can start something new. So what did I finish? So I know there's ends. Just hold on. I finished this cute little vest with granny square sleeves. You will see a lot of this yarn. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love it. I'm obsessed. It is so quick, so easy. One skein, maybe 1 or 2 hooks depending on your gauge. And you just go. It's like the easiest project. I am absolutely obsessed, absolutely in love. There is a new all-in-one granny squares of flowers. I just got that for one of my concert outfits. I'm so excited. So, 100% acrylic. I want to say this is Big Twist. Oh, Joanne. Oh, okay. I want to say this is Big Twist in just black, and then this granny square, I can't tell you what it's called. Maybe I'll put it on the screen. I am claiming that it's finished, but what I would actually really, really love to do, because I recently tried it on and I was like, why haven't I woven the ends in? Why do I not like it? And I want to add some crochet string tassels to, I know I want to wrap it around. So essentially I want to be able to like kind of close it up and wrap it around myself. And I thought that would be really cute. So I will be doing that today. I want to say I want to do it today because I also have a sewing project that kind of goes with this top, and I want all that done today so that way I can walk around New Orleans and be in a 100% handmade outfit, you know? So yeah, this was kind of the first thing I finished, I would say. The next thing I finished, I'm so excited about this. Oh, guys, look at it. Look at it. I finished my After the Storm cardigan by Fowler. This is a paid for DK weight pattern. It is my go-to, my absolute dream favorite pattern when it comes to anything regarding a cardigan. Like, so much so, I'm going back and forth on if I want to use all these DK minis. I feel like I kind of want to use them to make one of these. I'm going back and forth. There's other things I want to use the DK minis for, but I keep coming back to that idea. This pattern, so simple, number one. Top down, number two. The way that you start, so I think you start back first, then pick up for the front, you know, and things like that, and then, you know, go from there. One piece, absolute mindless dream, beautiful knit. This yarn, you know, means a lot to me. This yarn is, the main color is Legacy Fiber Arts, and the colorway, it's a boy. I actually ripped out my Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry so that I can use this for this pattern. And then this aqua color is Knit Pick Swish DK in the color Marina. I have so much of that, it's crazy. I wear this all the time. You can see the wrinkles, like, your girl puts this on often. I will probably wear it tomorrow to my husband's doctor's appointment. But absolutely in love with this. I make the second size, I want to say. Yeah, and I feel like each rendition I've made of this sweater, this is the third one, because I made one for my auntie, and then I made one for myself. So this is my third one, and I am definitely on the bridge of a fourth. I know I've made the Scrapper Cardi by Safiyah Talley, and I've got like 4 of those, and this is right up there with that. Like, just a nice comfort, just, ugh, I love cardigans down bad, y'all. So absolutely stunning. I love, love, love this thing. So those are the things that I brought into 2025 that I finished before I started something new that month. Now let's talk about what I made that was new. So in January, I read the Twisted Tale series book. So this is Love by Elizabeth Lim. And of course, you know, I do things inspired by those books. So I made this dress. This is called the To the Nines dress, I want to say, by Kara Knits. It is a paid for, I'm going to say any weight pattern because it's based on gauge, but she does recommend worsted weight, which is what I used. This is also Big Twist. This is also Big Twist. But I made this dress and I gave it this cute little I'd say pastel pink detail, and right here you see a little string that I tied in a bow. This pattern, más o menos, it's good, but I was just like, eh. Now that I have my numbers, I'll use it again, but if I didn't have my numbers, I definitely wouldn't use it because it was a lot of knitting math that I just don't do all the time and refuse to do a lot of the time. But it fits like a dream, so that's why I'm saying I would do it if you love math. But if you don't love math, there are other dress patterns that the numbers are already there that you could use. But I definitely did my big one. This was so cute. It fits like a dream. One thing I would change is that the neck, like, it was kind of hard for me to get my head through here. And I was like, I mean, I did the gauge and that was okay. But, you know, neither here nor there. But absolutely love this dress. So, I finished this dress. And then I made more sleeves. These are the Palmier sweater sleeves by Red Bean. I have a black pair and a cream pair, and now I have this beautiful pastel pink pair. And this is a paid for worsted weight or Aran weight pattern. It is also one of those you put the numbers in yourself, but because I've made it so many times, I already have my numbers and it was perfect. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? I love it so much. I love it so much. It was really fun to knit. Again, these are pretty mindless once you have your numbers. Because as you can see, it's just stockinette. I don't know if I do make modifications. And this isn't technically my modification. I got this from Fiber of Her Being. She did like a couple rows of ribbing, so I do 5 rows of ribbing before getting straight into the stockinette to keep it from, girl, focus, there we go, to keep it from rolling. But yeah, so yeah, I finished that. And then to go with the outfit, because I was so extra, I crocheted a cute little bow purse. This is my first time doing something like this. And of course it does have to be one of the outfits that I possibly take to New Orleans. Because of course my mom's like, you have to wear that out with your husband. And I'm like, sure. So yeah, I made this cute little bow purse. It's like a cute little clutch number. How do you get things in here? I don't know. But it looks so cute. This was a pattern on YouTube. I followed a tutorial on YouTube. I think from the girl that I really love when it comes to like little purses and like novelty things. So yeah, it is about like fluffing it up. I'm really bad at that. But you get the idea. It does look like a bow on screen. But it does need some work. So yeah, but it's so cute. All of this is 100% acrylic. It's Red Heart. I think the colorway is Petal Pink or something like that. But I was very, very proud of all of that. So that was all of January. So now we can get into February. So February, I was going to say was a slow month. But now thinking of what I did make in February, yeah, I kind of rocked it out. Also in January, I think, let me make sure. When I go to my knitting note, not sponsored, but would love to be. Would love to be. Let's see here. I've finished 11 projects so far. Technically 12, because one of them I haven't recorded yet. So I've technically finished 12 projects. Did I not record? That was last year. Okay, cool. Okay, one thing that you don't see here is I made a book cover for my friend Kalisha of the Quirky Monday Craftcast. And apparently that was in February. So let's just get into February. I thought February was slow, but obviously your girl had it going on. She had it going on. So my husband's grandmother passed away. God rest her soul. And I made an outfit for the funeral. It was kind of bittersweet because no one really saw it. So I was able to put more finesse on it and wear it later on in that month. So, again, red heart, all in one granny square. I hate that the girls hate it, but girl, I think you just have to be, like, creative. I don't know. Like, the girls that think their granny squares are played out and boring, and I don't know. I don't know where you are. I don't know what type of time you're on. I don't know if you don't have an imagination. I don't understand it. Maybe you're not that girl. But I can't get enough of this yarn, y'all. Can't get enough of this yarn. And so I made a vest. And it is, you can, tie it closed and all that stuff. I might just take the vest and then put on a different pair of pants while we're in New Orleans. I would love to do that. And maybe put on a different something underneath. I thought that was so cute. Ugh, I loved it. And then I did make a matching skirt. So here's the skirt. And I was able to add a waistband that I wasn't able to do for the funeral, so I was so happy about that. Both of these fit so good. I am so in love with them. So, I love it. So I made that. Then, I just went book cover crazy in February. So, I'm going to show you this one because I made this for my wonderful friend, Miss Christine, who is the author of the Brothers Curse saga, which book 5 comes out next year. And I'm trying to be a good reader and not be like, girl, give it to me. But in due time, I'm patient. I can do this. But this is pretty much what the book cover looked like that I made for Kalisha of the Quirky Monday Craftcast. I used the same pattern on YouTube, and I'll put it on the screen. But for Miss Christine, this was the first time in a while. Like I said, Red Heart All in One Granny Square has me spoiled. It's only 2 ends. The beginning end and when you chain off. This, I had to manually, change the color, and I was like, this is crazy. But it opens like this. Like that, and then you flap it open. I'm saving it as a surprise because I also got Miss Christine a book that I would love for her to read, but I don't want her to see the book yet. So let me take the book out first, and then I can show you guys a little bit more. Okay, so it opens like this, and you just slide your book in and everything like that. So I love this detail. Like, that's absolutely gorgeous, and I didn't know that I could do that good of a job, but here we are. And then right here you can see how I had to, it's blowing out really bad, but you can see how I had to weave in those ends, girl, and I had to make sure that was clean. Did she do that? Period. But oh my god. So yeah, I'm just waiting on Miss Christine. I might just go ahead and get her address so I can send it. Because I want her to get her book cover so she can put whatever book she wants to put in there. And she was so excited about it, and when she seen it, she was like, oh, I love it so much. And I'm just like, my heart. So yeah. So I've got it in a Ziploc bag so that way it is safe from the elements. I don't have any pets or anything, but I just thought that that'd be a professional touch. But I'm so excited to give that to her. Okay, and then one last thing. I made another book cover for myself. I did use the same yarn that I used for Kalisha of the Corky Monday Craft Cast book cover. And I made one like this. Isn't that cute? Again, all these are YouTube tutorials, girls. I live for a good YouTube tutorial. And yeah. So I made another book cover. And it's got the little pocket. As you can see, my pen and my highlighter and like my little tabs are in there. I still don't know how to use the tabs. I'm not doing good at that. So I'll have to figure that out later. But the book that is in here is Legendborn. Legendborn by Tracy Dion. This is the first book of the Legendborn cycle. And I will be reading all 3 in a book vlog. So we will see how it goes. I am already in love with this book. I love the world building in this book. And it's actually very fast paced. So things have already popped off and like we're already in it. So yeah, so good. If you would like to read this with me, do so. I'm only on chapter like 8 or 9. So you can pick up. March has been a little tough on reading and crafting. So. But yeah, so this is the only thing I've finished in March so far. And I'm like, boo. But that's okay. So, alright, let's talk about what I'm making. So I know I said seamstress in the beginning, right? Yeah, your girl has a sewing machine. Your girl has a sewing machine. As far as strategies go, this is the yarn that I would like to use to make a skirt today. I feel like it'll go great with that. I mean, it's all purple and, you know, it'll all just balance each other. Just, who cares, you know? Who cares? Would it go better with this one? Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. I'll wear it with both. Screw it. But yeah, so this yarn, this was my last hurrah at the Joann's before she went on to glory. And I mean, it's like I was just talking to her the other day. But yeah, so we're going to use this to make a skirt for my New Orleans trip. So that granny square that you just seen is this granny square right here. I would love to make like a cardigan or just nice slouchy sweater to either throw on or just put on top of something. So this is this Bookie. This is the answer. This is the cheat code. This one is black totally teal. And I thought this colorway was absolutely gorgeous when I saw it. So I got like 4 of these. I should be able to get a cardigan done. I've already got 13 squares already done, and I think that that's just the back. So yeah, 30 seconds. Wow, it's been a few hours now. Love that for me. Okay, I believe this is where we were. I was saying I already have 12 squares ready to go, and yeah, so yeah. So easy, so quick. Very excited about this pullover cardigan thing that I'm gonna make. And I know I said that I was gonna start sewing my skirt. The pattern pieces are printed out. All I have to do is put them together and cut everything, and that's like the scariest part. So you think I'm going into this blind. Girl, you've never sewn before. Why would you even attempt to sew something that you've never sewn before? Well, honey, let me tell you, as I move the lighting a little closer. Oh my god. I got my new glasses and I'm trying to break them in, but girl, I just feel like crazy. I'll come in a little more. There we go. Okay. So, I'm not going in blind. Look at this. I sewed that on myself. Sewed that on myself. I even folded the ends. You see all that? That's me. I did it. Is it crooked? Mm-hmm. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, so I've been working on it. I finished a pair of pants. They weren't up to par, so I have to rip it out and start again. But so far, this one flap out of the 4, after I've practiced some, not too shabby. Now, that sewing machine, it's speeding. It's doing not 97 and a 70. And it takes a minute getting used to like how to control the speed on it. So if you look closely, there's like some instances that's not even connected. There's some instances where it looks like it goes beep beep, because yeah, it's not easy. But I have something on there and I love that. So I think that's pretty cool. So those are also a work in progress, obviously. Next up in my works in progress, I started reading the Alice in Wonderland Twisted, not Alice in Wonderland, the Peter Pan Twisted and Tale, that's called Straight On Till Morning. It's not going well, y'all. It's not going well, and I'll tell you why. It's because I read Hooked by Emily McIntyre, which is a dark romance version of Peter Pan, and I can never go back to the old Wendy ever again. So this dress is inspired by Hooked, basically. So this is the Out of Their League dress by Shanakay Salmon of Shanakay Design. This is a paid for Aran weight, but I'm using worsted weight pattern. I am making the second size, and I went up a needle size but down in the gauge size based on the yarn. Yarn calls for an 8. I went to a 7. Pattern calls for a 6. I went to a 7. And if I'm honest, I love the fabric that I'm getting from this. When I hold it up to my body, I'm really enjoying the length and things. So we will see how far it takes me. Right now, I am decreasing for the waist. I kind of want to try on before I decrease any more to see where I want to be. My husband has his long doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I'll be able to work on this and read my book. So yeah, and this is marking when I started the hips to waist. I pray to God I don't move this. But that's what this is, so that way I can just measure it. Yep, I think that's it for that. I'm using just acrylic yarn, some Red Heart Super Saver I got from Ollie's. It was the perfect pale blue that reminds me of Wendy. So I got that. I do have more. I may make a little shrug thing to go on top. Y'all know I like my arms out, but we'll see. We will see. But yeah, so those are the 2 to 3 projects that I am working on this far. I can talk about a little bit of kryptonite. So the late lovely fantastic women over at Legacy Fiber Arts are doing a year-long Schitt's Creek mystery sock set, and I have January and February here with me. And the bundle that I get is the sock set and the DK Mini. So that's what I have. This one is called Spark It Up Rolly. And Schitt's Creek is like one of those shows I've been trying to get into like for a long time. Alright, so here I'm trying to hold it. There you go. So this is what the color looks like. This is the mini skein. But it's definitely going to get blown out because it's like a cream base. with like some specks of green. This is the mini skein it came with. I don't make socks, so of course I'm going to either put this in a blanket or something like that. So there's that one. I want to say this one was, February, because I think this one was January. And this one's called No, You Get Murdered. And I love that. So this is No, You Get Murdered. These are fingering weight skeins, 443 yards to 100 grams. So yeah, so I've pretty much caught you up to what I have been getting up to in the time that I've been away. So I have been making and reading and learning new skills and things, so it's pretty awesome. Life has been pretty lifing. We now have 3 boys in extracurricular activities. It is my job to get them there, to motivate them, homework, get them to school, from school, feed them. So it's been a journey. But I'm really doing my darndest to steal that time to still be creative and still be the person that I want to be. So yeah. So that's about it. My kids are gone with grandma, so what I'm going to do right now is attempt to cut out this pattern really quickly. And we'll see how it goes. I do have several plans. I might go over just like a quarterly review, April 1st maybe, and just go over the things that I want to do and get done and all the things. But yeah, I got my new glasses, so now I have a major headache trying to, let them kick in, because I am farsighted, so I can see far away, but I can't see close up. And when I put them on, I was like, whoa, everything is like right in front of me right now, and it's been a lot. So I'm going to use this quiet time to cut out my pattern, learn some things, figure it out, and go from there. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this video. And I missed you. I just really had to come and like sit with you guys and chat and talk. I pray that I edit this, even if I had to like stay up all night and do it. I want to make sure that it's a quality video, because it's a video I haven't put up in a while. So I hope it's amazing. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.